Alright, welcome you guys. My name's Ty, and today in this video we'll be discussing one of the most infamous dojutsus in the Narutoverse, known as the Sharingan. Now, the Sharingan is one of two major dojutsus in the Narutoverse, one being, of course, the Sharingan and the Byakugan, and one is greatly outshadowed by the other, as the Sharingan is by far the most influential and most popular dojutsu in the series, not only because of its cool looks and cool abilities, but because it's simply too strong of an ability for its own good. Now, the Sharingan is the Kekkei Genkai, or bloodline trait of the Uchiha clan, which is one of the most infamous and strong clans in the Hidden Leaf Village. Now, the Sharingan can be unlocked or awakened through strong emotional trauma that any Uchiha undergoes, such as seeing a close family member die, as Sasuke Uchiha witnessed his brother standing over his two dead parents after witnessing a pile of Uchiha bodies throughout the village and blood everywhere, and that's when he first awakened his Sharingan. And then there's cases like Itachi Uchiha, who awakened his by seeing Minma, one of his team members, die. And there's cases like Obito Uchiha, where he awakened his through extreme stress, where he needed to protect the love of his life, Rin, and his teammate Kakashi. Now, when you awaken the Sharingan, it awakens in its base form. Most base forms start out with one Tomo, which is one little like comma in their eye. And for each Tomo that is added, the Sharingan becomes more and more powerful. And while most people awaken just a singular Tomo to begin with in their Sharingan, there are some special cases, such as Obito Uchiha. When he awakened his, he had two, as did Itachi and Indra. And then on the Sage of Six Paths, when he awoken his Sharingan, he had the full three Tomos, which, to my knowledge, is the only time someone has fully awakened their base Sharingan for the first time they awakened it. Now, as I said earlier, each Tomo increases the ability of the Sharingan, and the base abilities of the Sharingan are the Eye of Insight, which allows the user to basically copy any jutsu and foresee any action they see in the future. This is most commonly, referred to in one of the first fights in the Naruto series when Kakashi fights Zabuza. Kakashi is known as the Copycat Ninja, as he's a non-Uchiha with a singular Sharingan who's copied over 1,000 jutsus. And in the fight against Zabuza, he copies the Water Dragon Jutsu, perfectly timing it with Zabuza. And that's really the first time we get to see the Sharingan, and we get to see it by someone who's not even Uchiha, who's mastered it. And it's truly something to behold, and something that most Naruto fans think of as their first fight that really got them into the series. And now the second base ability of the Sharingan is the Eye of Hypnosis. And what that basically does is it allows pretty much anyone, even if you're not great with a genjutsu, the Sharingan can place pretty much anyone under a genjutsu just by them looking you in the eyes. You can put them under subtle genjutsu, and depending on the user, a even stronger genjutsu, such as Shisui Uchiha and Itachi Uchiha. Itachi has the Tsukuyomi, which is one of the most powerful genjutsus in the entire Narutoverse, and then Shisui Uchiha has Gomu Matsukami, which is the strongest genjutsu out of anything in the entire series. It's basically unstoppable, and it's extremely strong. And now, that's basically all the base Sharingan has to offer. It gives you great reaction time, use of genjutsu. It's pretty much amazing. Like, the base Sharingan's as strong, if not stronger, than the Byakugan, which is crazy in its own right because the Sharingan has 2 to 3 more upgrades that it receives throughout Uchiha's time span or lifespan. So the next step in the Sharingan's evolution would be the Mangekyo Sharingan. And the way you unlock the Mangekyo Sharingan is very similar to how you awaken the Sharingan, except it's much worse. You need to have one of your close friends or someone you hold most dear die. So for Itachi Uchiha, it was seeing Shisui die, throw himself off a cliff. That put him in such emotional duress that it awoken his Mangekyo Sharingan. For Sasuke Uchiha, it was discovering that his brother was actually, um, not this evil man. When Itachi Uchiha tapped him on the forehead, he realized that his brother wasn't all that bad. And that's when he awokened his Mangekyo Sharingan. And upon awakening the Mangekyo Sharingan, you unlock a multitude of abilities. Some of them are specific to users, such as Amaterasu, that was an Itachi and a Sasuke specific ability. It's basically a flame that cannot be extinguished that burns for 9 days and 9 nights, which is absolutely ridiculous. You got Tsukiyomi with Itachi. You've got Komo Matsukami with Shisui, and in Gaiden you've got the ability to control weapons with Shin Uchiha. Um, Mangekyo Sharingans just have an insane amount of abilities. Also unlocked with the Mangekyo Sharingan is the Susanoo, which essentially is a huge extension of yourself. You get this gigantic Japanese like samurai that comes out of your body that extends like, I don't know, fucking 50 feet tall. And through progressive use of the Sharingan and the Susanoo, you unlock more and more forms of it up to the perfect Susanoo, which is a full standing tall, able to move freely, armor-clad monstrosity that is one of the strongest abilities in the entire Narutoverse. Now, the downside to the Mangekyo Sharingan is through the use of each of its abilities, the user slowly becomes more and progressively more blind. And the way this is solved, which was discovered by the Uchihas during Madara's time, was implanting the Mangekyo Sharingan of a sibling into your own eye. Unlocks an eternal Mangekyo Sharingan, which allows you to use all your abilities to its fullest with no repercussions of blindness. This is evident when Madara took Izumi's eyes, I think that's his name, his brother's eyes, and put them into his, and he gained the eternal Mangekyo Sharingan. And Sasuke took Itachi's eyes and gained the eternal Mangekyo Sharingan, which is how they both managed to unlock perfect Susanoo. Because as seen by Itachi Uchiha, once you get to the point where you unlock the perfect Susanoo, you're pretty much already blind at this point. And really the only person who didn't receive this shocking like ability to go blind is Obito Uchiha. He did not have an eternal Mangekyo Sharingan, but for some reason he did not go blind from spamming Kamui all over the place. Now, some theorize that the reason this happened was because he had Hashirama cells in, half his body, so his eyes were quickly regenerating. But honestly, I think it's just a plot hole by Kishimoto that was just not ever addressed because they didn't really address it ever in the series. But this show's full of plot holes. It lasted so long, no point in really dwelling on any of that. But yeah, the Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan is easily one of the strongest abilities in the game. You get a new look with it. Essentially, what happens when you implant your sibling's eyes is it combines the look of the two eyes into one. So like Sasuke's combined with Itachi's basically got this new cool like star look to it, which is honestly amazing. And then after the Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan, the next form of the Sharingan is the Rinnegan, which is even more ridiculous because Pain was able to kill Kakashi, nearly kill Naruto, and pretty much kill Hinata, only using Rinnegan abilities. The Rinnegan is an absolute monstrosity of an ability in the Narutoverse. You essentially what the Rinnegan is, you have 6 ability paths. It's based on some Japanese like folklore thing. There's the Indra path, the Asura path, the human path, the Diva path, the animal path, and there's one more I believe. I don't know the last one, but one of the paths allows you to suck the soul out of a human being and insta kill them. The other lets you basically shoot weapons and lasers out of your hands. The other allows you to and repel and pull in objects and forces. Like Pain managed to destroy the entire Leaf Village with one almighty push with the Diva Path. Wiped out the entire village, just like that. Just destroyed, knocked everything to the ground. And then you got the Shinra Tensei ability, which the Sage of Six Paths use that to make the fucking moon. So you know that's a strong ability. You've got the Animal Path, which gives you 3 of the strongest summons in the entire Narutoverse. Um, yeah, honestly, it's just ridiculous. You've got, I believe it's the Indra Path that allows you to absorb ninjutsu. It's honestly just one of the most ridiculous abilities in the game, or not the game, the entire series, and that's honestly why the Sharingan's known as one of the strongest, is the strongest dojutsu in the entire series, is because it evolves into this monstrosity. I mean, you just look at the top, ninja in the Narutoverse, you've got Sasuke Uchiha, Madara Uchiha, Itachi Uchiha, Obito Uchiha, Pain, um, Indra Uchiha, Sage of Six Paths, Kaguya, who has the Sharingan on the forehead. Yeah, pretty much every top shinobi in the Narutoverse has a Sharingan, except for like Naruto and some of the Kages. But yeah, that's pretty much all for this video. I was just giving a brief synopsis of what exactly the Sharingan is, some of its abilities. I know it wasn't too clear and concise. I'm not very good at being clear and concise. I ramble a lot. But yeah, thank you for watching the video, guys, and comment, like, subscribe if you want. Peace out. Have a nice day.